Hello everyone, this is the introduction video from the side of CADIMate, and in this introduction video I would just explain what is the SolidWorks and what are the main features and what kind of things that we really triggering out our out of the box thinking, that what kind of major things that we really aware about the SolidWorks, what is the scope of SolidWorks and what kind of stuff that we can really perform in SolidWorks. So let's start for the video. So guys, if I talk about the brief history about SolidWorks is a powerful computational tool that we can really use for the real-time 3D modeling. Like if I have to design a product and if I have to design a mechanical component, then the basic thing is that as a mechanical design engineer, everyone should prefer only SolidWorks, because SolidWorks is a very easy and computable tool. We can easily perform many of operations, and we can easily operate the things that really SolidWorks provides. Okay, and if I talk about some of the history, SolidWorks is one of the most powerful tool from the Dassault system. Everyone knows that Dassault system is known for as jet planes, fighter planes, and as well as the software techniques. So Dassault has two powerful tools, and the SolidWorks is one of them, and the CATIA is other. CATIA is also a 3D modeling software, but generally we use for the generative shape designs, because we all know that the Dassault system is also known as for the jet planes and fighter planes, and so these are the two powerful 3D modeling tools that we really used as an aerospace engineer, as a mechanical engineer, as an aeronautic engineer, as an automobile design engineer. So let's start how we can perform some of the things in SolidWorks. There are majorly three things that we really face in SolidWorks. First is part, and the second is assembly, and the third is drawing. A part is a 3D representation of a single mechanical component, or you can say product, any of thing, a single component that represent as a part. If I combine the parts, it creates a assembly. That means a 3D arrangement of a parts and other assemblies called sub-assemblies. And if I perform 2D engineering drawings typically of a part or your assembly, we can generate blueprints, we can generate 2D drawing sheets, also we can call as a drafting. So guys, these are the things that we really perform in the SolidWorks. So let's start. If I click on the part and OK, so these are the basic workbench area. There are a lot of features, because guys, this is an introduction video. So in this video I will not explain the whole things in SolidWorks, but rather than I will just explain some of the basic things in SolidWorks, like feature bar, sketch, markup, evaluate, MBD, SolidWorks additions, model based designs, what is GD&T, and what are some premium techniques that we use for the product design as a SolidWorks. Because there are a lot of feature bars, there are a lot of tools that we can really perform as per the product design, as per the jewelry design, as per the automobile designs. So it's a very complicated how and what kind of things that we really perform in SolidWorks. So first is feature bar. There are a lot of options in features bars. These are called the solid modeling features. There are 5 solid modeling features that every CAD modeling software stable for that. First is extrude bar, revolve bar, sweep box bar, lofted bar, and boundary box. These are the 5 major solid modeling tools. These are the modification tools. Modification tools you can say, or you can say cutting tools. Like cutting tools, it's a mirror of the solid modeling tools, like extrude cut, revolve cut, hole wizard, sweep cut, lofted cut, boundary cut. And these are the modifications tools. Like if I model a solid model and I have to perform like some modifications like fillet, chamfer, rim, and rib and wrap, intersect, mirror, like varieties of modifications that I really have to perform in the solid model. Then I can use these kind of modification features. And these are the reference features, like we have to perform like reference planes, reference axis, coordinate system, we have to calculate moment of inertia, and we have to perform a point, and there are a lot of curves, helical spring. We can use these kind of features as a solid modeling. And these are the sketch module. We can sketch like 2D sketch, 3D sketch, and convert entities and circles, rectangles, hexagon, polygon, and there are a lot of modification sketch parts and lot of sketching tools that we can easily sketch and featured up all them. And this is the markup tool. Markup tool is basically used for the we have to dynamic modeling, like we have to perform if I'm working as a sub assembly and most reliable part, then we have to draw something on a part as a temporary that we can use as a markup. Evaluate is one of the most and one of the very useful tool for the SolidWorks. If I perform GD&T drawings and one of the complex assemblies, like we are adding some sensors and we are some section properties, and I have to perform what kind of errors that I really perform, that I really face while the modeling, that we can use the evaluate toolbar, what kind of parts that interference to each other. We can detect these kind of things. We can measure the length and height, coordinate system. These kind we can use. We can also calculate the mass properties. We can also use the sensors, the sensor is performing well or not, performance evaluation, like important diagnostics and curvature, zebra strips. There are a lot of things that we can really perform in solid modeling as well as hybrid modeling and surface modeling. If I talk about the MBD design, like model based design, we can auto dimension, we can auto location dimensions, we can size dimensions, basic dimensions, patterns, datums, like that we perform really in the as a GD&T work. Geometrical dimensions and tolerance, like if I have to perform geometry, we have to and geometrical dimensions and tolerances, it is also a designing language. Only a designer and a draftsman and a CAD designer, they can easily understand to each other. So a normal mechanical engineers that can't be understand this kind of language. So it's a very whole deep study. Every mechanical engineer and every design engineer, that really should in your mind that you have to know about something like GD&T. You should really aware about that. And there is and if I talk about some of the other features like SolidWorks add-ins, if I right click on that and there is a tab, we can easily import these kind of advanced features, or you can say premium features that SolidWorks really provides, like surface, sheet metal, structure system, weld melt, mold design, mesh modeling, data migration, direct editing, and render tool also. So if I import some of them like surface and sheet metal and structure system and welding and mold design, we can all import as per my convenience, as per my project, as per my problem. So if I click about surface, there is a surface modeling tool like a feature bar, and these are the most surface features that we can really perform easily, like extrude surface, revolve surface, swept surface, lofted wall surface, boundary wall surface, and field surface also. These are the major surface things that we use as a surface designer. And if I talk about the designing things about solid modeling and surface modeling, these are the totally different to each other. A hybrid modeling is the combination of solid modeling as well as the surface modeling. Okay, surface modeling is all about how we can perform complex things, how we can design complex things in SolidWorks, like chairs and helmets, like a very irregular curvature shape entity that we can really perform in SolidWorks. We can easily mold it. So at that scenario, we can use surface modeling tools. There are a lot of things like planar surface, offset surface. These are some advanced tools that we can perform in solid modeling, and thicken, cut with surfaces. These are the hybrid modeling tools. If I work with solid modeling as well as surface modeling, then we use these kind of things easily. And this is also for the reference geometry. We can easily import plane, axis, coordinate system, what kind of thing that we really perform. We can use this kind of things easily. And this is one of the most and preferable, reliable tool that we can. And there are a lot of industry that really uses this kind of tools, like base flange, and this is called the sheet metal things. Major of components like CPU and CPU, heat ventilation and air conditioning systems, and molded bodies, that and fan and CPU fans, etc. Whatever a component that provide a sheet, we can use for performing this kind of modeling. We can use sheet metal also. There are a lot of base features like base flange, convert sheet to metal, and lofted boss, and edge flange, miter flange, hammer, log, sketch, cross break, swift flange, corners, forming tools. We can also perform forming operation in SolidWorks also. So it's a very good and very advantageable things that we can really use in SolidWorks. And the structure system, we can use structure system like this kind of segments like generally used for the civil purpose. But if I talk about the shape of rails, like why the rails are like T shapes, we can easily perform like how we can import T-shape geometry, and we have to design a particular rail and we have to perform something simulation on that particular project. We can use structure system also. And the weld melt is also one of the you can say very useful for the engineering students, because there are a lot of engineering students that really perform their own Formula 1 vehicles, and they perform like we have to design a mini automobiles. Like at the graduate level, we have to design and fabricate automobiles. We can use like weld melts, like 3D sketch, weldings and structures. We can easily import pipes and members. We can trim, extend, we can add gusset plates, we can weld them and we can end them, and chamfers, hole wizard. There are a lot of varieties that we can really use as a mechanical design engineer. If I am a mold designer, we can perform like this kind of modules like planar, offset and ruled surface, and there are a lot of things that we can really perform in the SolidWorks also. And these are some of the basic things that I have really explained. And right now I will talk about some of the projects and some of the things that we can really perform in SolidWorks. Like if I talk about the solid modeling, then solid modeling like this. It's the engine, it's a V6 engine, and it's a pure combination of solid modeling. We can design all the parts particular and then assemble in with assembly modeling, and we can use like a large assembly mode if my assembly is very large, and we can use like move component, show hidden parts, assembly, like we can add belt chain, weld. There are a lot of mechanical constraints that we can really import, like we have to study motions and we have to perform some patterns, like we have to assign some mates. We can use lot of things. If I talk about the motion on this video, so we can easily motion out like how my piston are performing, like it's a very basic simulation that we can meanwhile you can do in your assembly modeling, and you are showing that the piston is rounding up, down, and it's creating motion. So we can perform like this kind of solid modeling in SolidWorks, and it's the pure example of solid modeling. If I talk about some surface modeling example, so this is the Boeing 717 jet planes commercial plane, and this is the exterior body of Boeing 717. We can perform like these kind of shapes in surface modeling, and we can add some profiles, and we can add some curvatures, and we can merge them, and we can perform like some simulations in CFD. And yeah, this is you can say this is a combination of solid modeling as well as surface modeling. Okay, so we can perform like how we can design deflectors, and how we can design the wing shapes, like how the shape of aerodynamic body will sustain with airs, and we can perform many of things, like we have to apply many of features like surface and solid modeling features. Yeah, it's a very good. And if I talk about some complex modeling, so it is the example of complex modeling, like we have to design some equation. Like if I have some equations, like there is like if I go through the like 3D sketch, and we have to design like equation driven curve, like I have to put some equations here, and the SolidWorks can create like curve as per your equation, like, but the condition is that your equation must be cleared and must be verified. Then this kind of modeling we can easily perform, and this kind of complex shapes we can easily model out in SolidWorks. It is also the complex geometry, but it looks like complex, but it's not really complex. We have to just perform some equations. We have to deal with some equations and like some values that lies between t and yeah, that's very easy. We can design also gears also in this equation driven design. So it's a very useful for the mechanical design engineers. If I work on a project, it's a very useful for me, not for me, we can say it's very useful for all of the mechanical design engineers. And if I talk about some of the major projects that the students really perform in their bachelors, so there is a project, it's taking time. Yeah, it's a very big file that is why it's taking time. So wait, yeah, it's really very big. Yeah, it's taking time. And okay, if I open again and what kind of response? So yeah, the assembly is opening, and you can see that there is a lot of components, like up to 270 plus, but the lot of components are suppressed because the assembly is very big. That is why, and it's facing a lot of things. So this is the you can say this is the automobile that we have designed in SolidWorks. And you can also design if you have the knowledge of SolidWorks, and you can operate the SolidWorks as a premium level, and you know some of the tips and tricks, like how we can perform complex modeling, and some of the equation driven curves, and some of the basic features of SolidWorks, sketching modeling, and how we can perform large assembly, how we can deal with large assemblies, and how we can perform many of features like revolve, sweep, extrude cut, extrude boss, and how we can perform each and every component of every automobile that we can really design. Yeah, it's not big, but we have to design yeah, it's an automobile, it's a steering, and it's a tire, and it's a mapping clutch wires, and it's an engine, and it's a go-kart vehicle, it's a power transmission system, and it's a shaft, and it's a disc, it's a caliper, and yeah, you can perform CVD simulation also. And this is a carburetor. Yeah, it's a carburetor, and it's an engine, and we can design all the things, and we can design each and every component in SolidWorks, and we can perform and we can operate the SolidWorks as a very traditional and you can say very premium levels. So guys, if you like this video, you can visit Cadimate, and you can like this video, and if you have any query, you can just write down the comment below, and you can easily contact with us. Thank you.